Man, the heating don't go off. The final. This is gonna be called the final.
Okay, welcome back. If you didn't see part 1, where we spoke about the run up to the hashtag game and the actual game about hashtag, make sure you check that out first. This is part 2, where we're gonna be talking about the F2 game, the final of the Wembley Cup.
Versus F2FC. You get to walk past the trophy that one of them is going to be holding on the field after the game is over.
A few hours ago, who would have said this would have been the final?
I wouldn't have guessed it. I thought hashtag was a shoo-in to make the final. They have so much history here, so much success.
So obviously we were playing against the F2 in the final. Obviously they won their semi-final. They went to man down. Really exciting. We didn't know which way it was going to go, but they came out on top. So yeah, exciting. Playing F2.
Yeah, like Sam said, they went to man down, so a little less rest, but that might have worked in their favour, obviously, going pretty much straight back out to the warm-up. They're still warm, whereas we've been sitting around after a very tough game against hashtag where we had to dig in deep. Yes, we had more rest, but not sure it necessarily helped us. So I'd say the main difference about this game was a bit more cagey against hashtag. Obviously, they had their style of football, which was long, balls into the box, but this, neither of us really implemented their style early on, and hence there weren't many chances in the game. I'd say we had a lot more chances than they did, which obviously we're going to talk about, but it took a few minutes for the first chance to come.
Yeah, and the first chance came from Wilshere. Lovely bit of skill on the right hand side, takes it past two players, and gets fouled. So again, Michael showing his experience, big occasion, and he really helped the team settle down early into the game.
So this next highlight, ball gets absolutely lumped. I think from Will, just kind of smash it up there. Ball's up in the sky, and as it's coming down, I'm thinking I'm going to do a little fancy touch here. So tried to take it on the outside of my foot, and yeah, it comes down nice. Settles down, I play it back to Mr. Sen.
And then I made a third man run in behind. And unfortunately for Wilshere, he's played it with too much pace, too much drum and bass, and the ball goes out for a goal kick. But another good passage of play early on, both coming down the right hand side for us. So 4 minutes into the game, and this is where F2 get their first shot on goal, and they take the lead.
So I believe it's their only shot on goal for the whole game. Good ball from Seymour, I believe his name, in their defensive mid. Plays it over to Trezeguet, who's just inside the box. Good movement, peels off the far post. Hits it, slices the ball, so puts a lot of spin on it, which makes it hard for Kalen in goal. Loops up, and Kalen kind of misjudges it a little bit and ends up in the back of the net. And very similar timing to our first goal against hashtag, about 4 or 5 minutes in. And obviously puts us on the back foot, and I'd imagine Kalen would believe he should do better. But again, like we said in the first game, these things happen. You make mistakes. I made mistakes in the first game. Sam did things that he wished he had done better. So that is football. Sometimes you do things perfectly and sometimes you don't. And unfortunately, this was one of those occasions and really put F2 in the driving seat for this game.
So you're either a hero or a villain as a goalkeeper. Kalen's made a number of saves throughout in the competition, done really well from crosses, and then one mistake and it's costly. So it's just part of being a goalkeeper, let's just say that.
And then from that goal, they did really well. We didn't adapt our style, and they were just knocking it about the back line, drawing me over, and then put it out to the other fullback, other centre-back, and we were just doing doggies, basically. We were really deep, and we didn't counteract it early enough.
Yeah, we didn't know, we didn't really know. So the space they had so much space. Our defence were really deep, which therefore the gaps between defence, midfield, and striker were just, we couldn't quite find the range. And they were popping it side to side and kind of showboating in a way, but you know, you 1-0 up, you want the other team to come and press to create the spaces in behind, and we kind of figured it out, right? There was a time when coming up where Jesse put the trigger on really well, and he actually wins the ball from the press and does a lovely bit of skill after that.
Centre back drove out, kind of waited for him to drive out, managed to get enough on it. Sam backed it up, won the ball. On the floor, manages to play to my feet. I take on Simo, knock it past him, and he absolutely clears me out. And you hear the commentary say it, that they think it should be a yellow card and he should be off in the sin bin. But he gets away with it, and it's actually his second foul already in the game. And he made 3 or 4 more fouls and didn't get put in the sin bin. There's a couple more coming up, and yeah, we were on the counter-attack, but I mean, how many fouls do you have to make for it to warrant a sin bin?
So really our first half chance in the game comes after 14 minutes, right at the end of the first half. Good bit of link-up play down the left-hand side. Rayan gets the ball, turns forward, and I make a run just in the channel. I make these runs selflessly, if you can say, just to create space. So if I've made that run forward, it allows Rayan maybe a bit more space. Defender drops off, Rayan could dribble, but this time he put me in. On my weaker side, my left foot, I'm being pressed from Simo. He's an athlete in the middle for the F2. We covered a lot of ground, but I backed myself on my left foot. Put a nice ball in, to be fair. Found Jesse at the back post. Just couldn't quite get the shot away.
Yeah, I took it. My first touch was good, and I think I've, in hindsight, either hit it first time or take the shot early. And I tried to chop back onto my right foot and just don't get enough on it, and the defender wins it. And again, it's another one of those chances that we were talking about in the first game where I just wish I'd done something a little bit quicker rather than take too many touches and let the ball bobble out. But good play from Sam, and it's encouraging that we're still getting chances. So last chance before the half, right on half time, I'm running at the heart of the defence again, and Simo comes across and fouls me again. I think it's his 3rd foul already now. Just as he fouls me, I play it out wide to Cal Hosier, who gets his shot away and gets saved at the near post out from a corner. It's again another foul, 3rd foul for that man. On the stream they don't really show it, but that whole time that they're showing the highlights of the goal, I'm talking to the ref saying, can you not pull it back and book him if it's his 3rd foul already? And he's telling me that I watched too much Match of the Day, so what can you do?
So half time comes around, and the tactic is that we need to press high, because when we did press high in the first half, we got quite a little bit of success out of it. So more of that, and just taking more of a risk playing forward. I mean, maybe defenders overlapping, getting forward more, just taking more of a risk going forward. And obviously we're only 1 goal behind, so getting another goal, we were confident we could do that. So let's just see how we get on.
And then the first chance of the half came really early actually. Someone put the ball over the top towards the left. I'm not sure who played the ball, maybe Will. Yeah. And Marcus had made a really good run. Their right back, who's really young, 16-year-old I think he is, tries an overhead kick, acrobatic, completely misses the ball.
Great take.
Yeah. And then Marcus cuts it back to me, bobbles up really high, probably about like higher than waist height, I'd say.
Waist height.
Yeah, and I have to adjust, and I take this one first time actually on the volley, on target, which is all I'm looking to do because there's so much pace on the ball.
Going top bins.
Yeah, going high, and the keeper gets across, nice height for him and nice power, but gets across, makes a decent save for a corner. And I mean, that would have been like, that's the kind of dream goal you dream about at Wembley, like ball coming in, edge of the box, using the power and it's flying in.
But yeah, the half-time tactic was to start early, press early and get chances, and it came after 1 minute, so the game plan was going really well.
Yeah. Okay, so this next chance, well, ends up not being a chance, but picked up the ball on the left-hand side, and I think at this stage they're expecting me to do that same chop that I've been doing, so I actually play it straight into Cal on this chance. And run off the ball. You can see me, as soon as I play it in, I start running off the ball.
Keep them honest, because you can't always chop it. So,
exactly.
Yeah, played it into Cal. He played it into me, but I see you run off the back of me, so I do a nice little overs, and you're in the box, and it's a chance because Jesse being so clinical in front of goal, you know, anywhere in the box is a chance for him definitely. But Lino, don't know what he sees, gives an offside, but I do believe that the left back,
yeah, plays me on it. They showed a screenshot of it on the stream, and you can see that I'm clearly onside. So unfortunate for us, but again, that's how it goes. Linos get it right sometimes, they get it wrong sometimes. So for the next probably 10 minutes or so, there weren't any real chances. We had a lot of possession. We were trying to get in. It wasn't really coming off. We had a couple of corners, couple of free kicks, but no real chances. And then for the last 3 or 4 minutes, we really piled it on, and actually we had 3 or 4 chances and they all fell to the same man, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, so the first chance falling to Reeve, and Jesse putting in a nice free kick on the money from a wide right position, outswinger with his right foot, delivered really well, and it comes through a lot of bodies. Maybe that's why it catches Reeve off guard, and I think he's trying to hustle with a defender and he spins almost and it hits him on the back, and if it didn't take a touch, if it didn't hit any bodies, we got Lionel Vickers' crown, back post, and maybe just a little bit of luck could have fallen to him. He didn't quite get it going, but this was the start of a flurry of chances for Rebel and for Reeve.
So I'm on the left side again, where I operated a lot of this game and the hashtag game as well. Simo comes over, I actually do the chop and sell him a little bit, but I'm in the corner. Instead of this time trying to take him on again, putting an early ball which falls to the edge of the box, E-Man actually readjusts, does really well. Yeah, it does an acrobatic flick into the box, into Rory. Rory's being man-marked by a guy here, and the ball actually lands on the guy's arm, onto his other arm, and falls down. And you can see Sam, all the other players going absolutely mental, screaming for it. Even the commentators think it's a handball, and they were a little bit biased, not gonna lie, but wasn't given. And as you can see, is it clear cut? Are we saying it's clear cut?
Looking back, obviously on the pitch, it looked handball. Looking back, even more so. Hits one. Not only does it hit him once, it hits him twice.
All right, so on this one, another chance for Reeve. Ball gets played in. He actually managed to chest it down, and it kind of
it's like his feet get stuck. He can't quite swivel on it. It's a good chest, brings it down. Just needs to get a swivel, pivot on that left leg and swing with it with the right and just try and get one on target.
And I mean,
the ball sort of bounces away from him.
And I've spoken to Reeve since the game, and he's been really critical of his own chances and how he should have scored, but his positioning is outstanding. I mean, he's had 3 chances, well 2, we're about to come to one more, but his positioning has been incredible. It's just, you want it to fall to your strikers, and Reeve's just in the right place at the right time, does really well to be there, and just unfortunately can't finish it off.
So we've been piling on the pressure. F2 have had no chances whatsoever. We've been keeping the ball, we've been getting it wide. We've had free kicks, we've had corners, we've had chances. The next opportunity comes from a corner. Jesse plays a ball in. Reeve again, mate, absolutely gets his head on it.
Yeah, does well to
and
win.
Can't quite steer it on goal. Goes wide of the target.
Yeah, I think if anyone's coming in at the far post, they get the rebounds. What you see in the Prem a lot is people win the first header, reaching across, and someone steams in at the far post to knock it in. But I mean, everyone was so tired. We had obviously 2 long games, and that worked out that it was the last chance, and that was it. But we had all the pressure. I think we're biased, but I do believe, and a lot of people have said it, that we were the best team on the day. We showed that. It just was unfortunate of the way they scored, but Trezeguet scored it. I mean, the guy is a living legend. He's been there, he's done it, played at the top level, so no qualms with him scoring. Like we said, other than the result on the day, it's an incredible experience. We got to play at Wembley. Personal highlight for me being able to score, and a great moment for Rebel, us being able to celebrate at Wembley against the favourites, and definitely going into the tournament the best team. They play in the league week in, week out. Everyone expected Hashtag to go on and win it, with Spencer organising the whole event, and we went and upset it and turned it around. So great from our point of view, just unfortunate that we couldn't go on to win.
So we're just going to end saying a massive thank you for the support they've been given on at Wembley on the day. Thank you for that, supporting not only us but for Rebel FC. There was small little fragments of the crowd, if you like. A lot of them were majority F2 and Hashtag fans, rightly so. They're really big following, have been doing it for a long time. But thanks for the Rebel support on Instagram, and keep up the support. We really appreciate it, and we really do see it.